All right, and we're live. Saturday real estate weekend roundup around the grounds with Billy and Glenn. Stay tuned. We're going to tell you the facts, the figures, and the feelings. First open home day back 2024. Good afternoon, Glenn.
Lovely tie, Billy. Good
Thank
afternoon, everyone. First day of opens for 2024.
Yep.
And what a busy day it was, Billy.
Well, you've opened up half of DY side.
The bigger the body, the more opens you have to do. I do. Actually, a funny sort of thing is I do double the number of steps. I average about 5,000 steps a day. And I do double on open days. I do up to 11,000, 12,000. So when Billy says to me, "Oh, where are you going tonight?" It's always the Betty Buyers. I'm going to watch the blanket show. I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, busy day. A busy day. I think Billy had 5 opens. I had 7.
Yep.
And we'll put some sales together. Billy, I had the pleasure of meeting his parents. They were out and about.
They were out and about.
At some properties today, and I did comment to them. Billy had 2 wonderful sales over the Christmas New Year break when everyone else, I'll blow Billy's trumpet, when everyone else was, on holidays, Billy was at it. One sale, do you mind me telling the story, or would you rather do it?
Please do.
Okay. One sale, like really complex strata, building works going on and costed for, and he got a couple of buyers' offers accepted, meaning that the owner and the buyer had agreed to a price and agreed to the scope of works, and then advisors got involved and it fell over. And on the 3rd time, he put the sale together, and he explained the issues and explained the concept so well. He put the sale unconditional. That means there's no call-off, just like an auction.
Yeah.
And did that just the other night. And then Christmas Eve, the miracle of Christmas, Billy exchanged in Team Lisa's, one of Lisa's properties, which, Billy, I'm going to have to tell the full story. Not only is Billy a great agent, but he's also a very popular young man, and he had some Christmas drinks in the afternoon that turned into Christmas drinks in the morning.
It was a chaotic Sunday.
He lost his car keys. Still, with the help of the great Anthony, got to all his opens, didn't miss a beat. I think he had 5 or 6 opens on that day, and exchanged the property. So that's a bit of the Anzac spirit, really. Battling on when everything's against you. So I'm really proud for those sales, both for different reasons. One was a really technical and sale that needed a lot of determination, and the other one was just determined not to let anyone down because of Christmas.
Yeah. So it's been a busy old period. I'm amazed to see the open home numbers again for today. 21 groups, 16 groups.
Yeah, what got 21 groups?
Well, we continue to open the property that exchanged on Christmas Eve until it's unconditional. Because of the public holiday dates, it continues to push out a little bit until the solicitors are back in action. But nonetheless, open homes were busy.
Yeah, so you opened that. Let's just unpack that a little bit. You opened that twice today.
Yeah, once in the morning, and then we can look back for a second because it's vacant if anyone wants a private appointment.
Yeah, so that's something really interesting. I know some other agents do it, but a lot of agents will have maybe 3 opens on a Saturday. And if the property's vacant, it just makes sense to open it a second time.
Yeah.
Because it might clash with times. You can get people back through on a second inspection. There's just so many things. So, Billy's a little bit unwell today. There's a bit of flu going around the Northern Beaches. The grumpy Brad HIGGS has had it. He's been off sick too. That's my brother. And, still does the 2 open. So once again, a little Anzac out, Billy.
Well, we can't let anyone down. That's for sure. Favorite couple of listings brought to market over the last few weeks?
Billy, you and Lisa put on a great listing in Lagoon Street.
Yeah.
NARRABEEN, the 2-bedroom. for a really sharp guide of $1,050,000. We sold a similar property on the other side of Pittwater Road, so not actually on the beach side, for 1.2. So I think that's fantastic value. Coming up. I know the great Staban Buffalo. He's putting on a couple of houses next week. We'll see, and launching some of his properties to auction. He's having a fake Christmas tomorrow. So there's a lot of people having an orthodox fake Christmas tomorrow, not on the 25th, but that's just a joke. So, time can be whatever you want. I like to think there's 120 seconds to a minute. That gives me 48 hours a day to work.
But we do have a few properties coming on. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. Team Lisa has got one in Warriewood coming on, a freestanding home. A gorgeous 3-bedroom apartment, penthouse style in DY. So I think there's a lot of buyers scared at the moment, not seeing much stock. Don't fear Shakespeare. There will be more property.
I like it, Billy. I like it.
There will be more property. You've got to remember, a lot of agents are still resting. They'll be back between the 15th and Australia Day. So pushing into February, there's going to be more stock.
I will say to buyers, but really, really reach out to all your services in buying. So your broker, your solicitor, and if they're not available in the next couple of weeks, maybe find someone in the office that works with them that are, because what happens, and we spoke about the low stock numbers, there's only about 350 properties for sale on the whole Northern Beaches. I think there's about 360,000 people that live on the Northern Beaches. So it's not a lot of stock. I should really know the number of houses there are on the Northern Beaches. That number of 350, 360 properties for sale on the Northern Beaches can be as high at times as 800 to 1,000. Sure, there might be a property dump between, Monday some agents are back to say Australia Day, but the cream of those properties will sell very quickly. When we're getting number 21s, 16s, 15s through properties advertised on realestate.com, those properties could sell very quickly.
Absolutely.
Because the buyers, the property might be on the market only for a week, but the buyers haven't been in the market for a week. It's they might have been in the property market for 6 months, so they know something that's good and they know the price. They don't need to see it twice, and they make an offer and it's sold. So in low stock numbers, what I would say is things can happen very quickly. So it can be shown on a Saturday at 2:00, and you can be getting sincere phone calls from an agent saying, hey, someone submitted an offer on it. It's in a price range where the owner could do a deal. Are you interested in it as well? And it's not a time when there's low stock numbers that can go, look, I've got to talk to someone on Monday, I've got to talk to someone on Tuesday. So if those people that you use for finance and for legal aren't around, they might be able to refer you to someone else.
Couldn't agree more. That preparation's so key. And in the closing hours of a deal, it's just the turnaround time, potentially beating someone over the weekend and beating them from Monday.
Like we never put down the speed of the deal. So we never say, you'll get it because you're faster. We always want the best price, but for our owner, we want the highest price. And the owner generally is price driven too. But it could be that they have a certain price or a maybe price, and they go, well, look, I know that other price could be higher, but we'll take the certain price. So you have to get yourself in that position.
Any community announcements for the week then?
Well, I'm going to my brother's for pizza tonight. He's been very, very ill.
Oh, wow.
Thought he had pneumonia. So there might be a community feud if he gives me a cold. I haven't had a cold for 2 years. I went right through COVID and without getting, I got COVID once. So, I hope he's not giving me some sort of grumpy disease, that's for sure.
I'm sure it'll be all right.
And we haven't spoken about anything rentals. Is there anything rentals you saw the young Sienna get away?
I did. I have to say, this continues to be a record low shortage of stock on the rental side of things. Again, it's tough out there, but good news, I think, again, preparation is key. I didn't hear of any trades emergencies over the Christmas New Year period. We did set everyone up with an emergency contact in case something did go wrong, but phenomenal effort by the team. You can't call that luck. 1,500 residential properties under our careful eye, and commercial as well. To hear no disaster stories, great preparation from the team.
I have seen the rents creep up. I've actually got a property on the market at the moment. The rent's $650. The lease has just expired, and the mirror property, the one identical to it next door, we've got tenants at $700. So that's a $50 increase, so about what would that be? 7% increase over the course of a year. So it's still tough out there for tenants. If you're concerned about low stock numbers with what I can buy and low stock numbers of what I can rent, one of the greatest sort of roadblocks is just the speed at which properties can be built, and properties can be go from a raw site to a DA approved site. If we can speed that up, then we won't have this lack of supply.
And I will say, if you're considering a move, buying or selling, and you have an existing home, it doesn't always need to be sold. Talk to a broker. There's been some really good equity growth. You can refinance potentially and hold on to it. The rents have caught up, and it might not be as expensive as you think to be a property provider.
Well, that's a really, really good point. So, especially in DY, you might find that you purchased a property 2013 for $400,000. You can probably get a valuation on that property now for about $850. But it will rent for close to $700 a week. So, you may be able to hold on, especially if you're thinking, okay, our next move might not be on the beaches, we'll move somewhere cheaper. Because I was talking to those people from Orange. Great fans of yours, Billy. I think they want you to sell a property in Orange. I don't know what the actual thing about that. Where's Billy? He's just driving to his open in Orange. He left Friday night, but they thought you were the best thing since sliced bread. But what we were saying to them today is, the hardest thing about owning a property in Sydney is actually finding it, negotiating on it, sorry about that, and paying the stamp duty. That's the rest of it, especially with the rental growth, and until now, pretty flexible interest rates. Flexible in the sense, with what you could do and your repayments, and they were low. It wasn't bad. So that's it. Community announcements, Billy. I had mine. What's yours?
I'm going to have a sensible night in. I'm also having a pizza, Glenn, with my mum, and the other two members of the family are off to watch a movie.
What are they seeing?
Napoleon.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not fit for that, so a nice easy night in.
Don't give away the ending, Billy. Doesn't end too well for old Napoleon.
Back in tomorrow though. Another Sunday special. The show goes on in NARRABEEN, so if you're looking for a 2-bedroom, consider that one Glenn mentioned earlier.
What's that address, Billy?
20/115 Lagoon Street.
And as we said, we sold a similar property with a bit of competition on that for 1.2. And we've priced this sharply at $1,050,000. Owners, quite keen to see what the market will offer and release the property.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Cheerio.